I'm showcasing my top 5 meta loadouts in the current meta for Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. Basically just showcasing exactly what you should be running in the game right now. So of course, stay tuned for the loadouts. I'm going to slide all 5 in a second. But first, before I hop into anything, I want to give a huge shout out to Typical, Taser, and Mason for having my post notifications on. Also, if you guys do want a chance getting in my next video, make sure you guys go down below and hit that big red subscribe button, as well as leaving a like and a comment saying noties. Watch the full video through. But like I said, I have my top 5 overall class setups for Warzone 2 right now. So without further ado, let's hop directly into class setup number 1. Gun number 1 on the list is actually the ISO Hemlock Assault Rifle, which you guys probably could have guessed because I am always saying how much I love the Hemlock. It's incredibly easy to use and it's probably my favorite gun in the entire game. But of course, for the first attachment, we have the Harbinger D20 suppressor, giving you absolutely everything you need to make the Hemlock better with the sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. For the tuning on the suppressor, on the left side, I left it at 0-0, and for the bottom, I did bolt velocity. Of course, mixing in perfectly with the suppressor, you have the Fielder T50 barrel, again, giving you everything you need to make the Hemlock better with the damage range, bolt velocity, hipfire accuracy, and recoil control. Of course, making you hit harder, getting you closer to hit scan, and making you more of a beam. For the tuning on the barrel, I did recoil steadiness and damage range. And speaking of being a beam, for my underbarrel, I have the TAQ-56, which I actually haven't always ran on my Hemlock. I usually ran the high velocity ammunition, but I swapped it out for the TAQ Ripper, making it to where the Hemlock literally does not bounce at all. For the tuning on the TAQ Ripper, I did recoil stabilization and aiming out of stability. And then like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference. You can run whatever optic you feel the most comfortable with. But for me, like I always tell you guys, the MW2 is by far the cleanest option, in my opinion, the best option. And then something a little bit new, I've always tuned it for far, getting completely rid of your visual recoil. But now with this new build, it does not bounce at all. So I'm tuning it for ADS speed and close. And then of course, something very self-explanatory for the last attachment. We have the 45 round mag, increase that mag capacity, making it to where you can put down 10 people if you really need to. But overall, that is my full build for the ISO Hemlock Assault Rifle in Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. Like I'm telling you guys, this is by far my favorite loadout by any gun in the entire game right now. So if you guys still haven't already, go through, give the full build, try some of the highest kill game you guys get with it. But that's my loading number 1. So let's hop directly into loading number 2. Loadout number 2 and gun number 2 on the list is actually my Meta MP7, aka the VAZNEV-9K in Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. Another fantastic option for your gun, and in my opinion, probably the best SMG in the entire game right now. If you guys haven't used it, you are completely missing out because it is absolutely disgusting. So of course, let me get you guys the build for this one. Attachment number 1 is the Schlager L203 barrel, giving you damage range, hipfire accuracy, and bolt velocity. A lot like the Hemlock, it's making you hit harder at better ranges, also making you more accurate from the hip and getting you closer to hit scan. For the tuning on the barrel, I did recoil steadiness and slightly for damage range. Then of course, it is SMG, so you want to be as fast as humanly possible. So I tossed in the VLK LZR 7MW laser, giving you everything you need with the ADS speed, aiming stability, and sprint to fire speed. Like I said, speeding up in a few different ways, but also making it more accurate as well. For the tuning on the laser, I did ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. Then of course, mixing in perfectly with the laser, you have the Demo RXT stock, again giving you that crouch movement speed, ADS speed, and sprint speed, just overall making you way faster around the map in so many different ways. For the tuning on the stock, I did ADS speed and aim walking speed. Then of course, for the rear grip, you have the Schlager Soldier grip, giving you that sprint to fire speed and ADS speed, making you faster on the map and making you more snappy as well. For the tuning on the rear grip, I did ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. And then of course, for the last attachment for my MP7, I have the 50 round mag, which I think is better than the 60 round mag because you do still hold on to a little bit more mobility, making you faster on the map, but also giving you more than enough mag capacity. But overall, that's my full build for the VAZNEV-9K SMG in Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. In my opinion, one of the best guns in the entire game, and like I was saying, probably my favorite SMG in the entire game right now. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give this whole build a try. But of course, that is my loadout number 2. So hop directly into my class setup number 3. Gun number 3 and class setup number 3 on the list is the VAZNEV-9K SMG. Another SMG on the list that is just absolutely dominant. It's great for absolutely everything you need it to be great for, with the range, damage, mobility, absolutely everything. So of course, for this build, we have the Bruin Pendulum Compensator as our muzzle, giving you that vertical and horizontal recoil control, making it to where you can beam anybody you need to from any range with the VAZNEV. For the tuning on the Pendulum, I did recoil stabilization and gun kick control. Then of course, the same thing as the MP7, you want to make the VAZNEV as fast as you possibly can. So I toss on the FSS OLEV laser, giving you that ADS speed, aiming stability, and sprint to fire speed. The exact same pros and cons as the laser on the MP7. For the tuning on the laser, I did ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. Then of course, this is actually all preference for the VAZNEV. I have the Ultrazat stock on, give you that aim walking speed and sprint speed, making you faster on the map in multiple different ways. But if you really want to, you could also swap this up for the broadside. For the tuning on the stock, I did ADS speed and aim walking speed. Then of course, for the rear grip, you guys probably could have guessed that I have the True TAQ grip, giving you even more sprint to fire speed and the ADS speed as well, making you you faster on the map again, and of course, making you more snappy. For the tuning on the rear grip, I did ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, just like always. And then, of course, for the last attachment, I have the 45 round mag, increasing that mag capacity, making it to where you don't have to reload after every single kill. But overall, that is my full build for the meta VAZNEV-9K in Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. Another fantastic SMG option in the current meta. And if you guys haven't been using the VAZNEV, I genuinely have no clue what you're doing. So, of course, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. But like I said, that is my loadout number 3 on the list. So let's hop directly into number 4. Loadout number 4 is actually another assault rifle right alongside with that ISO Hemlock. We have the broken TAQ-56 that I've been absolutely loving recently. Another gun that has 0 recoil, but kind of decent damage. So, of course, if you guys haven't already used this, let me get you guys the class setup. Attachment number 1, of course, is the Harbinger D20, which I actually run on a lot of my assault rifle builds, giving you that sound suppression, bolt velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. Of course, making you hit harder, getting you closer to hit scan, and making you more of a beam. And then, just like always, for the tuning on the muzzle, I did slightly for ADS speed and bolt velocity. Then, of course, for the TAQ-56, I always run the 17.5-inch Tundra Pro barrel, giving you that damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bolt velocity, mixing in absolutely perfect with the Harbinger D20, making the gun way more useful. For the tuning on the barrel, I did recoil steadiness and damage range. And then, of course, for the optic, I have the MW2 optic, but for the TAQ, I'm not running the default one. I'm actually running the heliotrope variant from the M4, making it to where the reticle is actually way smaller, and it's the purple reticle. But of course, like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference. For the tuning on the optic, I did ADS speed, and for this gun, I did far. Then, of course, like I was saying before, the TAQ-56 really has no recoil whatsoever, and the FTAC Ripper 56 has a large part to do with that, giving you the aiming auto stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. Like I said, making it to where the TAQ-56 does not bounce whatsoever. For the tuning on the FTAC Ripper, I have recoil stabilization and aiming auto stability. And then, of course, just like always, I have the 60 round mag on for my TAQ-56, increase that mag capacity, letting you beam an entire 4 stack if you need to. But if you guys really want that extra bit of mobility, you can 100% swap it down for the 40 mag. But overall, that is my full build for the broken TAQ-56 assault rifle in Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. Another fantastic option in the current meta. And like I said, this is my 4th best loadout in the entire game right now. So if you guys haven't already, give this whole build a try. But like I said, that's loading number 4. So let's hop directly into loading number 5. Loading number 5 and the last loadout on the list, we actually have the LACHMANN Sub, aka the meta MP5 in the current season. This thing is great for running around the map at insane speeds, putting teams down left and right, and overall just dominating every single gunfight you need to. So of course, for this build, we have the L38 Falcon 226mm barrel, giving you that movement speed and ADS speed, of course, making you way faster on the map and more snappy as well. For the tuning on the barrel, I did recoil steadiness and damage range. Then, of course, mixing in perfect with the barrel, because it is an SMG, you need to be as fast as humanly possible. You have the VLK LZR 7MW laser, giving that ADS speed, aiming stability, and sprint to fire speed. Again, making you so much faster in a few different ways, also making it more accurate as well. For the tuning on the laser, of course, I did the ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. And then for the stock on the MP5, I did the Mirror Recoil 56 factory stock, giving you everything you need with the sprint speed, recoil control, and aiming stability. Again, making you more accurate in a few different ways and making it way more controllable as well, but also speeding you up around the map. For the tuning on the stock, I did ADS speed and aim walking speed. And then something I've actually never used on a build before, I have the Bruin Warrior grip for my underbarrel, giving you hip fire accuracy, hip recoil control, aim walking steadiness, and recoil steadiness, making you so much more accurate in so many different ways, making it to where it's like a hybrid ADS hip fire build. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I did hip recoil control and hip fire accuracy. And then, of course, just like always, for my MP5, I have the 40 round mag as my last attachment, increasing that mag capacity because I do like that extra bit of mobility, and I think the 50 round mag is super unnecessary. But overall, for my last build, this is my meta MP5 in Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. Another fantastic option in my 3rd SMG on the list. So if you guys haven't already, give this whole build a try. But that's my last loadie on the list. But overall, those are all 5 of my loadouts for Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded right now. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give every single one of them a try, and go down in the comments below and tell me if they help you guys out at all. And if they do, hit that big red subscribe button. That's it for the video.